think we're, oh my gosh. Hope the camera turns on, everybody. Just hope it turns on. Just pray. Pray. Pray the camera turns on. Pray the camera turns on. For some reason, it's been delayed recently. I don't know why. Come on. Come on, you can do it, Nelly. Camera's been taking like a minute to turn on, which doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Lately, it's been like insane. There it goes. I should pop in at any moment. Hey! Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yes, I'm in the bow tie. Yes, I'm in the suspenders. Are you ready? Do you have the lemon and the water? Are you ready to be cleansed? Are you ready to keep it moving? Look at this. It is bunching my shirt up. I do have to wear pants now. No, I'm just joking. But it is bunching my shirt up a bit with the suspenders. You also have to get the metal in the same place. There's a lot more going on than you realize when you get into the suspenders. I was a minute late because I was fumbling with the suspenders. I had to ask my wife for help. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's jump into the markets. Let's jump into the charts. Shout out to all of you. I love you all. Hey, Lifer, I'm really here to learn. I have my coffee and I'm ready. Oops. I mean lemon water, my man. Shout out to Sam. Loosen them a bit. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Bow tie and suspenders. Hey, Lifer, what time do you go live every day? Love seeing the walk to school, man. Shout out to Wendizzle. Love you, man. Hoodie looks better. LOL. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Good morning, Sam, from Vancouver, Washington. Shout out to everybody. We'll do a roll call today. We haven't done a roll call in a while. It's been a couple weeks. Shout out to each and every one of you. Market's getting slammed right now. Let's break it down. Shorts are up, right? Red day, red in the market. Only thing up is XRP, which is banging on them. News from the court case that it looks like there's no way the SEC can call XRP a security. They tried every which way. It's looking pretty much like they're going to lose, but we never know. Let's not speak too soon. One of my good friends that knows government and knows, they said they could just continuously take them to court again and again and again. He's like, it never stops. But XRP really is demanding clarity, and you can really see how the SEC was dragged through the mud for the last few months, all through crypto Twitter. They really didn't seem to have a leg to stand on. It was pretty sad. If I was running that, I would feel pretty embarrassed. Anyway, so let's look at the short pumping to the upside. And look, it's a 4-hour time frame. If you just trust stochastics, everyone always says, oh, I don't know, The problem is they're there for you if you're there for them. But you must trust them over and over and over again. Look, if you just look at this, it's kind of crazy, but if you played the Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside, right? And you can see how this was a cup, right? There's your bit of a handle there, and that thing wants to move to the upside. Measured move could take you up 19% from where we are right now. MACD wants to turn. Everything's looking lovely. The 1 hour is cooked, so you would say, okay, a bit of a flag here. We've already spent some time. I've already done an update for everybody in the trading group. We've been going over so many things this morning, right? And we're going to break it down. We're going to show you all the assets that you need to see. If you're new to the channel, we go over Bitcoin dominance, total 3, US Tether dominance, the DXY, and more to break it down for you, to show you what's happening. Tone trying to do a double bottom there on the 4-hour time frame, something that I was just peeking at. Don't mind me, though. Don't mind me. Let's take a look at our DXY. One thing that is just insane right now. And so, look, I mean, it boomed out of this flag to the upside, right? You can see how the 4-hour has momentum. It's continuing to blast off. But look, this is swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That is bearish divergence on the 1-hour time frame. You're overbought on the stochastics RSI. Highly likely you're in the RSI, which is the relative strength index, which is getting through your momentum, is also telling you that you're struggling to the downside. Bermuda here got me the day off for the hurricane. Hopefully the live will be all day long so I don't have to clean up my yard. Well, you better go clean up the yard, Grey Dog. Shout out to the Bermudians. Appreciate you. Deflation, that like button, please. Shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. DXY will not stop. What up, Lifer? XRP banged on him last night. I don't know. XRP was just out of control. Like, out of control. One of the biggest gainers you've ever seen. Actually still holding the zone compared to the rest of the market. XRP. News of that case is kind of coming on into the space. So, XRP. Pretty awesome. We do have some news to go over for the day. Bunch of things to talk about, that are trending, kind of coming up in the zone. Shout out to the gainers in the group. Shout out to Comb, hitting Comb. Appreciate that. Shout out to elite traders who show up every single day and tirelessly scan the markets. It's not easy. It's a never-ending job, you know? So you know what my life is like. Never stops, baby. Never stops. So, you know, 3 Commas has been opening a funding round to enable their development and product expansion, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? And I like 3 Commas. I'm behind them. You know, I've been with them for a long time. Alameda Research Jump Crypto leads $37 million funding for 3 Commas. Alameda jumping into 3 Commas already. So look at that. I mean, I'm already there with 3 Commas. It's kind of makes me happy that I'm associated and affiliate with a company that's getting massive backing from one of the richest people in the world. When you're already getting, that tells me that we're likely to continue to move. I like 3 Commas. 3 Commas aims to be the dominant platform to onboard the next 100 million users to crypto. Hey, I think they're smart. I like what they're doing, and I'm riding that train. I've been part of 3 Commas for a long time, and you can see why. Soon they're going to implement almost everything. They'll have MEXC Global, I'm pretty sure, and I love it. It makes it easy. Open up a long and open up your trade with a stop loss and a target profit at the same time. You can't beat it. Any issues people have with 3 Commas is the order book itself. Remember, you're trading with thin order books. It is what it is, but this is a big deal. And me being associated with 3 Commas, this is awesome, and I like to see. So, let's get that tweet out too. Do you use 3 Commas? Do you use 3 Commas? I love it. And I will show you why. Come to my live. But do you use 3 Commas? Actually, I want to know, do you use 3 Commas? If not, why? Or why not? I want to know. I want to know. Some people say, oh, well, I use a different one. There's one's better than that. There's this and that. Do you use 3 Commas? Why or why not? I would just like to know. Retweet this if you can. Send it out to the world. Let us know. Do you use 3 Commas? Why or why not? Actually, I could undo the tweet. And look, I had a mistake here. Always undo because you probably had a mistake. And we could put maybe we could put a hashtag in there. Do you use 3 Commas? If not, why or why not? And let's make sure that's correct. I always triple check my work, right? 3 Commas just in case. And send that on out. Bang. Wow, there's that guy in I think I've worn a bow tie once or twice in my whole life. So this is new for me. So shout out to anyone jumping on into the newness with the bow tie. Love the bow tie. Bow ties are cool. Thank you. You can only use 5 indicators. What are they? Interesting. I like that. I like that. If you can, I mean, people can use more than 5. And I should have hashtag TradingView in that. Anyway, send us your information. Let us know. Send us your, answer the tweets. Let us know how you feel. Do you use 3 Commas? If not, why or why not? I'd love to know in the comment section. Bang, bang, bang. Also, if you want to join the trading group, I also always like to pin the trading group here. So if you want to join it, you can join it. All right. This should be done every morning by the crew. Actually, I don't know if it can be, but maybe it could be. Sean, can I make you an admin and then can't you paste this and then pin it? Whenever you guys see me struggling, you should always offer to help. Be like, yo, he's struggling. Can we do that for him? You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for in a team. And you guys are already doing it, but if you could just help me out even more, it would be awesome. You know what I mean? I'm struggling. You can see I struggle a lot. And so it would be awesome if I could just do the charts and nothing else. People also hate on me when I do anything else other than the charts. And it would be seamless. They wouldn't even notice. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So I'm expecting a bit of a flag here. 1 hour's getting pretty spent here on the short. Nice short, though, to the upside this morning. All right. All right, and you can't look. That's weird. Okay. All right, all right. Shout out to MEXC Gaming. Shout out to Gregory the Sniper. You're struggling looks like determination. What's your 5? I wanted to know your answer. They're right here, man. The 5 at CBC 5MA, MACD, RSI, Stochastics RSI, and the VRVP. And then my brain. And there you go. There's your 6 indicators right there, ready to go. The last one you may not have. I'm not saying my brain. You have a brain. I'm just saying you may not have my brain. That's all. Once I said that, I was like, could people interpret that wrong? Let's make sure I clarify. Okay. Let's take a look at Ethereum. I don't know everyone has a brain because you're watching me right now. It usually makes you pretty smart. So, hey. I'm getting a haircut today and a massage. It's Friday, baby. I'm getting a haircut and a massage. It's time. It's just time. Look at ETH BTC. Looks like it could be beating up against Bitcoin. When in doubt, BTC pairs. You can always make money. You can always grow your Bitcoin during the bear market with BTC pairs. So ETH BTC on the daily, looking like a lovely bit of a move here. Holding this trend line. We might come a little lower to the bottomness there, but I like what I'm seeing here for ETH BTC. No guarantees, but pretty nice there on the daily. 4 hours a little too high. Might come down a little lower. So I'd wait out this 4 hour with an alert. But I'm watching it on the daily time frame. ETH BTC is on my radar. Possible gains. Aggressive entry would be now, but that's very aggressive. I don't do that. Possible gains of 100%. Imagine doubling up on your Bitcoin. If Bitcoin tanks and ETH doesn't tank as bad, ETH BTC can produce Bitcoin. So this is on the daily time frame. We're watching ETH BTC on the radar. When something's on the radar to my trading group, it means we're watching it. We're beginning to observe. It doesn't mean we're guaranteed to run in. We're beginning to observe. That's what's happening. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. I didn't even check the likes or the watchers. I'm just focused on the task at hand. But hey, if you are watching, hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It'd be the coolest thing you could do for a cool guy like me. Thank you so much. I'd appreciate it. So back to the dollar index, just continuing to rip. But that bearish divergence is kicking in here. The daily is getting high. How much more can it go? I keep talking about how the 2-week chart is so spent. And like, it's just over, baby. I'm up 12% on ADA 3S, flagging on the 7 to the 15, with room to go on the 4 hour. Can you take a look? Thank you for your teaching. You're changing my life. Shout out to Jason Riggs. I love you, Jason. Let's take a look at ADA 3S. The way you just talked to me, the way you treated me with such respect and energy. I love you, brother. So I'm looking at this on the 2-week chart. Look, the 2-week chart suggests that there's just a massive move to short ADA. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, there's no guarantees. That is just the 2-week chart. The daily says you're spent and that you should start taking profits out of the short. You're getting close to the zone, to the end of the zone. 4 hour does have room. You're in this funky pattern here. To me, it's a bullish megaphone. See that? A bullish phone. Kind of fell back inside the pattern. That's what I'm looking at. Thank you so much for the subscribers. Thank you so much for the super chats. Do you think FIDA will pump again? I mean, I've been looking at it. Bonafide has been on my radar. XLM, please. Good morning. Shout out to Bryson Gonzalez. Shout out to Jason Riggs. Shout out to Connor Dana. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every single one of you for being motivated, for getting up today, for knocking the day down, baby. I woke up at 7 a.m. ready to rock. Did my Bitcoin update. Scanned the markets. Walked my daughter to school where we talked about actual shapes and she went over what a head and shoulders is. I was absolutely amazed. So it's been an amazing morning already. I've worked out. I feel like $1 million. They can't stop us, baby. We're going to accumulate throughout this bear market, and we're going to turn this situation into the best situation possible. How do you do that? With patience. A situation may look grim and horrible, but if you step back from it and you look at where you can find the best possible outcome and then give it some patience, you'd be surprised how the worst case scenario can actually turn into the best thing that ever happened to you in your entire life. And I'm telling you, I witness it all the time. It's something that I see all the time, and it's beautiful. So it will happen if you will it. You are the energy that creates the force. Remember that. If you don't think it, it won't be. If you think it, it shall. You produce the energy. You produce the movement. Look at my life. I was thinking about it the other day. My wife said to me, you know what she said to me? A salary is what they give you when you give up on your dreams. A salary is what they give you when you give up on your dreams. Let me say that again. A salary is what they give you when you give up on your dreams. Your dreams take you wherever you want. Endless salary, endless money, limitless. Which when you work for someone else, when someone else says, this is where you'll come in, this is where you will do this, this is where you will do that. My goodness, that is, and I lived it for 20 years of my life, from when I got out at 18 to about 37, 35, 36 years old, until I began to break the mold. Now I've had 2-3 years of just never having a boss, and I never want a boss again for the rest of my life. So I'm fresh out the pen, baby. I am fresh out the pen. So, be close to me while I'm still fresh out the pen. 10 years from now, I'll be like, what was it like having a boss? You know what I'm saying? I always want to remember that. I always want to remind myself of the pain of going into work, not knowing the future, not being in charge of my future. I could get fired. I could get laid off. Anything could happen to me. I was a leaf in the wind. And you know what? It felt absolutely horrible. And I like that I'm a man of my own destiny now. And I want to teach you to become a man or woman of your own destiny as well. And you can, you will, you are the best. Live in love. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to be able to achieve any single thing possible. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline. I talk about the 4 Ds over and over and over again. First, it starts with the desire. All right. And let's switch this actually to the big screen here. Why not flip this out and make this a viral video? We probably put it out again, but I don't mind putting it out more over and over again. I got where I am using the 4 Ds, and I'm going to continue to push forward using the 4 Ds. It never stops. What are the 4 Ds? Well, the first thing is your desire to change your life. The second thing is your dedication to continuously dedicate yourself to that desire. The third thing is the discipline. There's going to be days where you don't feel great. There's going to be days where you don't feel amazing. But the discipline is going to get you to continuously accomplish your goals over and over and over again. And then lastly, it's the determination to stay determined, to stay hungry. Years from now, your goal still isn't there, but you're moving, you're progressing. You got to stay determined. The 4 Ds will get you there. I'm telling you right now. Follow me. My name is Sam Price, the cryptolifer. I go live every single day. With the 4 Ds, I haven't taken a day off in 610 days, something crazy, since February of 2021. I've been live streaming every single day without fail, no matter where I go, vacations, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you name it. I can show you how to be persistent. I can show you how to change your life. Watch my live stream every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I would love to see you there. It'll change your life. I guarantee it. All right. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling the vibes. And, that's I could run that right now. We could run that commercial right now. That's clipped right there. Clip that. Send that out. Put some ad money behind that. Run that. I'm telling you right now, it could bring people into the stream, change their lives, get us going. Let's stay motivated. It's the energy that you hold, that you give to the world, that supersedes anything else. It's the energy in which you hold. So you like the ADA 3S. I see it in this rising wedge right now. Okay. Likely to probably come back down here somewhere, but it is holding this support zone, and it just got above the 200 MA, which is pretty nice, the simple. Okay, you want to go to your 1 hour time frame. You're a little spent as well. So what I do is when the 4 hour looks gravy, I set out a flag, and I do this all the time on any single asset. And you're like, how does he? And it's just the same thing over and over again. When this comes on down, I set my alert somewhere in the middle here. And when that 1 hour comes on down, I'd like to see this flag fill out. And that would be our next entry for a possible short for Cardano. 4 hour would pump us. At the end of the day, it would be a 4 hour scalp. Remember, the daily is creeping up on you, very overbought. Even 9 out of 10 times, I'll tell you, I will not open up a 4 hour scalp when the daily's overbought like this. You're asking for high risk loss. You know what I mean? It's a high risk trade. It could happen, but you're just going against the high risk. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I just wear suspenders and I stayed in the Holiday Inn last night. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the $17 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely wonderful and amazing. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you. I just walked by a house that smells like it's cooking. So many. I will sacrifice my sleep just to watch you learn. Just to watch you learn stuff. You're funny. Shout out to Patrick Palgari. Shout out to Jamie. I already did. Love you, man. I am doing what I know I was made to do and collect a modest salary doing it. Crypto is my bonus and increases my finances, which is just one part of my life as a whole. Normal guy. I love you, man. Does anyone know what that bin full of balls is on the screen? That's so funny. That is the tip jar, man. Why don't you send it in a tip jar and you'll know what it does. You'll know what you'll be like, oh, that's what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. We got a bear market special going right now, right? Right there. There it is. Oh, like that. There it is. Wait. There. It's like a weatherman. You have to go opposite of what you're doing. Let's get back into Bitcoin. Let's break it down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Man, Andrew, why do you constantly bless, man? You're the man, dude. You already know. Pay it forward. Banged on XRP for 380%. Let's get it. Still getting it. Gotta go. Got work. Haha. Cheers, man. Shout out to Andrew Simone. You're the man, dude. Andrew with the $100 super chat. Always blessing me, man. Gosh dang, man. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for spreading the love, dude. Another $100 super chat. You see how that comes in, everybody? You see how when you give back, you get back? See how simple that is? It's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for the love, man. You're awesome, dude. The positivity you spread, always, always, and always, always, always. Love always and always. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much. You made my day, dude. You make me better. You make me feel better. And you make me a better person for everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, Sam. Thank you for Nick Giacaruso. Nick Giacaruso, we love you, Nick. Thank you for being here. Thank you for constantly coming back, man. I remember the first time we met and you said, hey, you said my name right, and I got a memory like a freaking elephant. Thank you so much for the $9.99 from Nick. Nick, you're the man, dude. Much respect to you and yours. Shout out to everybody here on their grind. Shout out to everybody here doing what they got to do to survive. Look at the dollar index continuing, saying, I'm just going to do me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to make a flag on the 7-minute, and I'm going to attempt to pump out of that flag regardless of bearish divergence. They're just going to, you know what? They're just going to take the charts, throw the charts in the garbage. They're going to crash the entire market. This is what they're doing. Let's take a look at ES1. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, that's why we got shorts in order. We got short squeeze orange juice in order. Let's get Bookmap running up too. And everybody, stop the press. Stop the press, all right? Stop the press. We got news. We got news. No, seriously, it's my first biggest campaign that I've ever run. So it's awesome. Jump on into this campaign right here. UST, first of all, right off the bat, if you deposit $500, you get $25 UST right off the bat. $25 is 1/8, if I'm correct, right? 1/10 of, 1/20th. I mean, but that ain't bad. That's 5% right off the bat immediately. By putting in $500, you get 5% right off the bat, $25 USDT. On top of that, if you use that $525 to trade spot or futures, spot only $2,000, futures $10,000. And I'm a spot guy. You know I like my spot. So if you trade spot and you get up to $2,000 USD, and that means you went in and out with the 500 4 or 5 times. That's how you'll make $2,000 in trading volume. It's not that hard to do with $500. And if 100 of us do that, they're going to give away they're going to let a lucky person get $1,000. 2 lucky people get $1,000, and that's with MEXC Global. So that's just something I want to talk about, and we got it running for 21 days. We got 21 days to get 100 people in there. I believe we could do it. So, hey, I've never tried to do something like this. I've never tried to push a campaign. So, hey, why am I doing it? I love KuCoin, but I believe MEXC Global is just a nice backup. It's an additional exchange that we want to have in the zone, and it's just something good to have. Also, they have I like trading. My bread and butter is spot ETFs, right? So if I look at the market here and I look at their ETFs, I like trading their spot ETFs, okay? What is an ETF? It's an electronically traded fund, all right? And their 3L and 3S tokens, they have the most of almost any other exchange I've ever seen. They have ones for almost every single coin. The problem with KuCoin is you only have like 20 or 30. You don't have a lot. They have one for almost every single coin. Like we traded Sweat weeks ago. They had one for Sweat. And we nailed Sweat for massive gains. And look at that. Sweat up 50%, the short today. So shorting Sweat made 50% gain. So I believe there's a lot of opportunity in MEXC Global, and I'm not going to overlook it. I don't overlook opportunity. When I see opportunity, I go for it. I like what they're doing here. So I only go after and talk about things that I like. I'm not a Bybit shill, and I don't want to become a shill for any exchange. I only work for things that I appreciate. I like MEXC Global. I'm an ETF guy. They got more ETFs than anybody else. That's what I'm doing. So they got the sauce that I put on my pizza, baby, and I'm looking for it. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 303 people on the likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? It would be so greatly appreciated. Dear Lord, thank you so much for the 300 likes you did give me, though. I'm very blessed for them. And you know what? If that's all I get today, I'll be so appreciative and blessed. Thank you so much for the likes. Amen, amen. Thank you so much for the $129 in chat revenue. How blessed is that every day to be blessed by people from around the world? Thank you so much. Everyone, where are you from around the world? Let's do a roll call. I want to know, where are you from around the world? Let me know. Where are you living? What are you doing? Let me know where you are from around the world. Shout out to Robert Cox. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. One step at a time, man. I'm going to start a fitness channel. That's it. LOL. You better, man. Don't say things and don't do it. If you don't have a fitness channel out by the end of the day, I'm going to call you out. Shout out to everybody here on the live. St. Pete Beach, Florida, baby. Yo, I got problems. My wife's trying to take me to Naples. Tell her no. My wife's trying to say I got to go to Naples now. She's making me spend 9 days in Naples. What does everybody think about that? Do I go to Naples? I like Sarasota. I like the area. I like Tampa Bay. I like the 7 Mile Bridge. I like the whole thing, you know? She's telling me, I don't like doing the same thing every time. I want to do something different. You're going to Naples, and you're going to like it. Meh. And I'm like, really? I'm going to Naples, and I'm going to like it? That's how it works? All right, let's see. Let's look at this roll call here. We got Yucatan Peninsula. We got Bermuda. We got Texas. We got Mississippi, Squid Grow. We got Toronto, Canada. Naples, Florida. I'm from South Florida. Neapolis, Kentucky. Brownsville, Texas. New Orleans, Utah. Also, my girl makes us go, ha ha. You'll love it. My goodness, yeah, funny. Poland, Sugarland, Sample, Jupiter, Florida. My man. Shout out to Croatia, Indy, Algeria. Algeria? Wow. Sarasota, Texas, Toronto. See, we got a Sarasota lover right there, man. Legends. I want to come visit you, man. Your backyard. Get out of there, man. I told you to get that 10 out of there. Stop doing that. Nigeria, Nepal, India, Denmark, Naples. Oh, he got the hands down for Naples. Look at that. Rodney's unhappy. He's calling us later. Daytona, Florida. My man from Ron DeSantisville. Ben Shaw, Las Vegas, New Zealand, Paraguay, Toronto, Detroit, dry high deserts of California, Calabria. That's funny. Wisconsin, Strong Island, my man. All the way from Strong Island. Mineola, where we talking? Cambodia, Wisconsin, Motor City, Melbourne, Tampa, Skid Row, California, Argentina, the Bronx, India, Chile, India, Strong Island, Weston, Florida. Wow, Sri Lanka, Botswana, Naples is nice. Ooh, Disney World. Canadians repping in hard. I know, right? Filipinos, Waikane, Winnipeg, India, Rivers, Nigeria, Greece, Vietnam, Orleans, Victoria, England, Earth, Strong Island, Alabama, Atlanta, Oklahoma, Ohio, PR. Usually it goes faster than I can read. So, I mean, the chat rate could be faster. You know what I mean? The most boring place ever, Naples. Rodney Robinson. Look at that, dude. The great state of New ND. You got all the world fans. Oh, my God. That's amazing. All right. Let's get back to brass tacks. Let's get back to it. Let's break down Bitcoin. I'm avoiding the inevitable. Look at the dollar index continuing to bump to the upside here. 5-minute, 1-minute chart trying to bang on you. I mean, it doesn't care about bearish divergence. It doesn't care. It's going to rip all the way to 113. Come on now. That's the measured move here of the flag for the dollar index, and they're tanking Bitcoin right now. They're tanking the stock market, and last night we called it. You could see the ES1 was coming. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. And you can see Bitcoin holding 18,006. But what I like about Bitcoin is this. We'll get rid of the diamond because the diamond, could we extend the diamond? We could extend this diamond. They almost say it came in from the bottom, I guess, right? Like, where does it end, you know? Do we break in and out of the diamond? I've seen this before, too. You break out, you break back inside the diamond. I've seen them do so many manipulative things. Craziness. Only got here, Sam. Only to get here, Sam. Can you start again? Haha. Get yourself a bag of lemons on me. Stay fresh. Shout out to the 5-pound lazy boy Luke. Thank you so much, man. Don't worry, man. You can always replay it. You can always go back in time, baby. Nobody is really trading the dollar, so bearish divergence doesn't really matter. Woodside, Delaware. My man, shout out to Robert Cox from Woodside. Amazing. I stayed in Woodside, Queens for a long time. Any challenger from Woodside, Queens, that's pretty cool. I lived in Woodside, Queens for a long time. Did we ever meet there? Unbelievable. I lived in Woodside, Queens for 12 years of my life. I put a bid in Woodside, Queens, straight up. I felt like I did a bid in New York City. You know what I mean? All right, let's clean this up. Let's get it going. Let's see if we can bounce. Let's see what's happening. The 1 hour is oversold. I'm expecting a bit of a bounce here. Let's get it in. Let's stop getting so emotional. Let's not get into the, it's dumping. Let's just look at what the chart conveys. Let's break it down as logical humans and see what we're seeing. All right. I still got this diamond, somewhat fitting of a diamond here. So I'm going to keep it around. All right. Maybe I'll just kind of take it away for a second. Do I have the diamond? And you can just take a horizontal ray. No, that wasn't it. The diamond's going to be the bath, right? Yeah, there it is. See, you can always just get rid of stuff. So look, we're in a falling wedge for sure for Bitcoin. All right. You can clearly see this was diagonal resistance that we've hit, and now we're bouncing off of it. It's like we're using it as a retest. So we're retesting, off of this diagonal resistance. That's the first thing I can teach you and tell you. All right, this is a retest. And look, we did it here. We're attempting to do it one more time. All right, hit me, baby, one more time. You ever hear that song? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Is this some hidden bullish? It's possible. You got to swing to the upside here. You got to swing flat or to the downside. A bit of hidden bullish divergence tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. We should make a higher high, higher than this high. Even if we just peak up here and we close the candle in the 1 hour, it's telling us that we should head up here. This is about a 90% accurate signal. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin didn't end up back at 19,556. All right, and I'm saying that boldly, and I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. It is what it is. Shout out to Marv. That's the computer. And we right now, to run this stream, I'm telling you right now, we have a pro graphics card. This thing is behemoth. Look at that. The AMD Radeon RT 6800W. That thing is a beast. I'm telling you right now, $1,800, $2,000 graphics card. It'll blow your mind. It'll support 6 monitors up to 6K, banging on them, low heat, no noise, and just do absolutely an amazing job. That is the computer bringing you the stream, and I just had to bring it up because I absolutely love it. We just built it. We just got it into the studio about 2 weeks ago. Feels like yesterday, but we've been moving at the speed of light here. We also just opened up cryptolifer.com, where you can now sign up to my trading group through my own website, cryptolifer.com. Achieve financial freedom fast. Other people make my website. I never talk about achieving financial freedom fast. I never said that. That has to change. You know what I mean? It's so weird. Like, you can achieve it. It took me 4 years. I don't know if that's fast. You know what I mean? So I think we got to change that right off the bat. You know, and I don't mind saying that right off the bat. But I just don't preach doing anything fast. I preach doing anything slow, patient. That's why I don't like leverage trading. But, you know, I can teach you fast. I believe I could teach you faster than most people. So, you know, quicker than most. You know what I mean? But again, but freedom isn't learned. Just check out the website, take a look at it, and see how you can actually. Another thing I don't like, anyone who's watching this, send this to the guy who designed it. Look at my, why? See how I'm covering the 800 there? That looks like a glitch to me. Can we get this to the designer, my love, and say that's a glitch there? Anyway, I'm open. I put everything out there, right in the open. You know what I mean? People don't like that about me, but that's how Aries are. Aries are just right in your face. We don't hide it. We say exactly what it is. You know what I mean? Exactly what it is. So it's weird though. I looked at the website so many times, but I just never really read the words. And then everyone's like, dude, you reviewed it. And I'm like, okay, but now it looks like it needs to change. You know? So look, falling wedge to the upside. To me, a website is a moving, beautiful thing. It's never over. You're always kind of molding it, making it better, seeing how well it can service you. You know what I'm saying? If you stick to one thing, it has to be. I think you're going to get stuck in the zone. You know, you want to always be kind of moving. Look, 15-minute is moving here. All right, we had bullish divergence there. Do we have bullish divergence here too? Hold up. So I just showed you the hidden on the 1 hour, right, which does exist. And then look, we have a little bit of bullish divergence here. This is class B or C. Double-click any oscillator just to make it itself. And look, that's a flat, almost to the upside. We click back here, and that's a downtrend. That's bullish divergence. Tells you that you should get a push to the upside. So this falling wedge is attempting to break back up. We don't want to see an M pattern. So when we pump, we want to make sure that we get higher than the zone here. All right, look, we got a POC to deal with too at 19,000. So can we get back above now? 18,800 is now heavy resistance right here. So here's the deal. If you can't close candles above 18,008, continue to short the market. It's that simple. So if you're in a short right now, if I was in a short right now, I would continue to keep the short open. There's no reason, I'm looking at a possible reversal on the 15-minute, right? Once this gets pushed up, then the short would get, a trailing stop loss, and you should be getting booted. This could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here beginning to form. Let's zoom into that. And I think I'm onto something here. Hold on. Marv, I think I'm onto something. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. How about those Browns, huh? Look at shoulder, head, and a shoulder possibly forming here for an inverted on the 15-minute. Right now, the 50-minute is pushing to the upside, just getting started with a nice reversal. Looks like there's some short liquidations at hand. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll go to Bookmap and look for those short liquidations. What is Bookmap? I have a link to Bookmap in the description below. Jump on into Bookmap. What it does is it shows you where all the big boys and the little boys, where everyone, little girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, it shows you where everybody is hiding on the order book. It shows you where big sells are, where big buys are. And They conglomerate them, amalgamate them, put them all in one space. You can even look at multiple exchanges at once and look at amalgamated data. I think it really helps, and it's amazing. So we flip on into Bookmap here. You can see we have this huge buy wall at 18,005. So it's almost saying, hey, we're not going lower than that. I'm going to put 7,777. Look, the sevens. He puts 777 Bitcoin there. It's kind of crazy, right? It was just 777 Bitcoin there. Now it's 776. He flipped it like he's watching us. But there was just 777 Bitcoins right there. I am just going to bounce off for a second. I hope to come back. I usually forget, so I probably will forget. You won't see me again. But look, the idea is this. The order. I just want you to see the order book clean without my face in it. The idea is 18,700. You can see there's some 18,000 here, 18,800 sell wall. So right now, it's showing you that we're kind of like stuck in the zone and we may not get back above 18,008. Now, none of this is set in stone. It just added information to help you. All right. If you want Bookmap, the link is in the description below, and it's Global Plus. You will not get a better discount than through that link. So I highly suggest you jump on into Bookmap today. If you want to know what liquidity is, so many times our oscillators and traditional assets, even market saver, I don't care what you were using, was telling you were overbought and you were likely going to dump. But Bookmap would then show us a huge order of liquidity. We'd flip to the 7-minute, and we would actually be able to see a short squeeze. I even traded one of those live on the 3L tokens to the upside while people paid us. So interesting enough, right? Just like we can pump and dump on those 7, we can pump and dump on the 7 too. So watch the 7. The 7 could be high, and you can get a long squeeze the same way that you get a short squeeze. So right now, look, they're kind of drawing the liquidity down to 18,650. And 18,500 is kind of that huge look. 852 Bitcoins hanging out down there. Way more liquidity down here than up here right now. It looks like we're headed down to 18,005. If I was a betting man, right, which I am not, I'm a trading man. But if I was a betting man, I would bet 18,500 likely, because look, there's nothing up here. The heat map is showing you heavy heat at 18,005. And we're at 18,007 and still kind of falling off the zone here. Not able to get above this resistance. This is clear resistance now because you bounced. You couldn't get above it. Previous resistance becomes new support, and if you fall below it, it becomes previous resistance yet again. So, some signs of life with the bullish divergence on the 7 and the 15, right, which we've identified in this falling wedge that does want to break up 68% of the time. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. That just is what it is, all right? But if the smaller time frames, the 7 and the 15, don't let us get above 18,800, it doesn't matter how good it looks on the bigger time frames. It's just like, you know, if you want to get to the end zone, but you got to go 10 yards first. Same thing as football, same thing as trading. We do identify a slight hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, a bullish divergence on the 15, but we must get back above the resistance at 18,800 to remain bullish. If we can't get above there, I would continue as short. This looks like you may make a bear flag in here, and then that bear flag could continue to the downside. So I'm projecting this idea, also projecting the inverted head and shoulder. We'll watch it closely. One of those projections will pick up quicker than the other, and I'll be quicker to find out where the pattern is than anybody else due to the projections. Projection will really put you to the next level. It'll separate you from the herd. If you project properly, you'll be able to see things before everybody else, and you want to take money from everyone else. That's kind of how trading is. No offense, but when you're trading, you're taking other people's money. When you lose, you don't lose. People take your money, all right? So you want to make sure that you're the one taking someone else's money and someone else isn't taking your money. All right, just something I want to bring up and talk about. All right. FOTNITE creator Epic Games helps raise $300 million for the metaverse firm. I mean, that's huge. FOTNITE creator Epic Games partnered with a Series A funding from metaverse infrastructure developer Hadean, raising a total of $300 million. Other groups such as 2050 Capital, Alumni Ventures, and Aster Capital, Entrepreneur First, and NQTel also participated in the funding round. The funding round was led by European investment firm Molten Ventures. Just in, FOTNITE developer Epic Games backs metaverse infrastructure firm Hadean in a $300 million funding round. Founded in 2015, Hadean is a London-based company. The firm intends to use the funds to build its metaverse virtual infrastructure technology. Hadean aims to get the extra computational power needed to expand the scope of metaverse initiative. Today's virtual worlds are limited experience, small scale, and siloed, and insecure. Hence why these are the technical challenges we are tackling today. The company's technology complements Epic's Unreal Engine by enabling massive amounts of concurrent users and unlocking new tools for creators and developers. Look at this. Dogecoin whales accumulate 620 million Doge tokens. That's a bit strange, right? Did Vassal Hard Fork officially open the doors For Cardano, I believe it did. And China leaks global blockchain patent application filed with 84%. Shiba Inu, what is Shibtopia? How will it help the SHIB ecosystem? So some interesting stuff. Why is Algorand rallying double digits over the week? Almost every ISO 20 coin has been pumping. There's like a bit of a conspiracy about what's happening. People keep uttering ideas of the 25th, the 24th, the 26th. Your whole life will change and nothing will be the same. Get ready. So you never know. Something big may be approaching. So we're watching this flag here or the inverted head and shoulder. One of those is going to pick up. And at that point, we're going to know. The probability is we are going to break to the upside based on the 1 hour and the 15-minute lack of bearish momentum in the bullish divergences. The measured move would take you basically back to resistance at about 19,500 if you could push up to 19,007. Again, none of this could happen if you don't go above 18,008. That is now heavy resistance we're kind of struggling with. And then we're going to also have a POC to deal with at 19K. That's your Bitcoin update. I don't think we need much more breaking it down. Also gave you your bigger idea on the daily and the 22-hour, which do look bullish for a move to the upside. And that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. Let's take a look at the Dow taking an absolute pummeling to the downside. And I had this here, like, do we bearishly retest and dump to the downside? Look, we made an M pattern. M's are going to dump you. If you know anything about how we teach, we talk about the M, and there's an M making it to the measured move. Then it bearishly retested the line, and it dumped. Sad thing is, we broke back inside the pattern. I didn't want to see this, all right? The Dow Jones had broken out of a falling wedge. As long as it had stayed above the falling wedge, we were in pretty good shape, right? So let me show you what I mean here. So the Dow had broken out of this falling wedge to the upside, but it got rejected by 34.90, on its way to 34,500. Couldn't get above the zone, fell down, bounced again, but continued. They made this cup and handle, but could not recover. Despite being low on the 4-hour time frame, never got a bit of a bounce. The dollar index kept pumping. They raised those interest rates. And what they're doing is every time they raise the interest rate, they strengthen the dollar. When there's less dollars in circulation, the dollar goes up in value. When you make the dollar hard to borrow from, so check it out. Supply and demand. When there's a lot of something, right? Check it out. Everybody wants a skateboard, right? A skateboard shop comes out. Everyone wants a skateboard. So everyone can come in. The skateboards are $50. Everyone gets them. He runs out. There's only 10 left. He told a buddy he would give one to his friend. He told another friend. He now can only sell 5 of the 10 because the people closer to him actually want the other 5. So people come into the store. He's raised the price to $65. Why? Because there's less skateboards, right? And because there's less skateboards around and the kids want them. The parent comes in. He goes, Jimmy has one, Bobby has one, and my son doesn't. So when they go to the park, he can't play. He complains. So can I get a skateboard? And the guy's like, yeah, but they were 50. They were 50, yeah, but they're 65 now. And the parent's like, okay, fine, give me the skateboard. Supply and demand. There's less supply. He can raise the price. All right. So I know you all know that, but it's just fun to go through these ideas. So now look at the dollar. The interest rate is 1%. So that means Jill, Bobby, and Sue can all walk to the bank and get a nice loan for 1%. That means they can take money and put more money into circulation because they can get an $800,000 loan and go buy a home. All right. But now the interest rate goes up to 4.5%, maybe 5%, maybe 6%. They can't afford that now. That's too much of a loan. They can't pay back that in time. The percentage has gone too much. She can't get the 800. She can't put it into circulation. There's less money in circulation. If there's less money in circulation, if there's less of it, what happens? The value goes up. By raising the interest rate, they raise the value of the dollar by making it more scarce because less people can take money out of the bank. All right? I can teach you technical analysis, but I can also teach you how the financial system works. I can educate you on the history of finances. I can educate you on gold and silver. I can educate you on scarcity. I can educate you on many other topics than technical analysis, but I love TA. And at the end of the day, show me the TA and I'll show you the news. So we must stick to the technical analysis, right? I'm going to just delete this for again, and then we're going to draw this again. But here we go. I mean, clear as day. And look, isn't this a giant cup and handle, which is not good? Inverted cup and handle. And, if I live and die by the cup and handle up, then I got to live and die by the cup and handle, right? Vertically, right? And measured move is a big move there. I mean, that takes the dollar index. That takes the Dow Jones to about 27,000. So we're looking for a dump here. Bitcoin down to 13K, 10K. I believe they are going to take us down pretty hard. They're showing, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to explain why. They'll never stop inflation. I knew this 10 years ago. This is why I got into Bitcoin. So I'm teaching you these things. They will not stop inflation. I'm going to run on this. 10 years from now, I'm going to run on everything these people were doing. And I'm going to tell the American people that you were being lied to, that they didn't tell you the truth, that they weren't real people. You need real people in office. You need people that can look you in the face and believe that God will condemn them if they don't do the right thing for you. You need people that believe in something after the fact. You need believe that have, staying power, people that care about their family, their legacy, and who they really are. There's so many parasites here in politics lately, and I shouldn't even get into it, but it's just horrible. They're not for us. They're not for the people that do not care about each and every one of us. All right? Look at what they're doing right now with the prices of gas and food. I mean, it's horrible. Forcing people into cryptocurrency, forcing people to buy Bitcoin, forcing people to find an alternative. People don't know where else to go. You see what I'm saying? People are stuck. They're in a hard situation. So here's the deal. I knew in 2008 that we would be here and that they were going to continue to print money to zero. I knew this. I started buying Bitcoin. I started buying gold and silver in 2008 because I knew they were going to turn my money to zero. And it was horrible what they were doing. So I was already like, no. I was freaked out, right? So now we're here. We're here 10, 12 years later from where I predicted we would be. And the dollar is way less valued. They've printed so much of it, way more than I even thought they were going to. They did even more than I was thinking they were going to do. I got into Bitcoin early at $2,000 because I knew that it was a better asset than the dollar. And it made me enough money to quit my job and start my life and live my dreams. And so when I look back on it all and I think about the transition that I went through, I know so many people are going to go through a similar transition, but you got to figure out the math and how do I figure this all out was through history, studying history. History led me to teach me that all fiat currencies never worked out, that they were central banking mechanisms to keep you poor. And the more I got away from it's the same thing in life. Create your own system. It's just like a salary is an excuse to give up on your dreams. Taking money from the Federal Reserve is an excuse not to become financially free, not to want to do your due diligence. God wants you to research. God wants you to push forward. You cannot just take things at face value. You must, I never let my schooling interfere with my education. That is super important. Mark Twain said that, and he said it with vengeance. I never let my schooling interfere with my education. Amen. Shout out to everybody here getting educated. So if they keep raising the interest rate, I'm telling you right now, they're not going to bring inflation down to 2%. I'm telling you right now. I will bet on it. Who wants to bet me on it? I'll bet you on it. No way it's happening. Again, betting is illegal, but the point of the story is, that's a figure of speech. The point of the story is this. They're going to have to print more money to stop us to go into a horrible hole. See, this is just like a big cut that's bleeding, and you put a bunch of gauze to stop the blood. The more blood that comes out, the more gauze you need, right? I'm telling you right now, before to bail us out, they needed to print $1 trillion. Soon they're going to have to print $2 trillion, then $3 trillion. And every time they add more money to the system, the dollar goes down in value. These tiny little moves in the interest rate that give the dollar these little bumps, it's very similar to someone who's falling 10 steps down and takes one step up. Falls 10 steps down, one step up. And then they keep saying, if we don't do this, it'll be worse further on down the line. This was the system that he's telling you right now that he understands now what system we're in. He basically publicly said when Jerome Powell said, oh my God, I don't understand. When he said, if we don't do it now, it's just going to get worse. And then everyone was questioning him. And can you see the whole room? They were like, but if you said the projections are here, but we're not there yet, then how are you supposed to get there then? And he's like, well, if we do now, then we won't be there then. And everyone was like, even the smart people in the room were like, Jerome, you're not making sense, man. And then he kept saying, well, our projections are based on these things that are this, that. And dude, if you've never seen a more lost person try to be found, I mean, go watch him. If you're ever in a sticky situation and you try to con someone, which I don't suggest you do, but go watch Jerome Powell. He'll teach you how to be an amazing con artist. I mean, and I'm not saying he is. I think he actually believes in what he's doing. I'm just saying you could learn a lot from that. Like, that's a beautiful learning lesson right there. Watch someone just, ambiguously dodge 100 questions by filling you with data nonsense. My dad used to say that. My dad used to go to a bar and he goes to say, I talk a lot, Sam, but I don't say anything. And I looked at my dad like, what? He goes, I talk a lot in the ballroom, but I don't say anything, And it's like, I was like you don't know anything about me. I'm just giving you conversation. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's the old Irish way. You know, your father whisper at you at the pub. They give you a little bit of pub knowledge, we used to call it. Again, I don't condone it, but I'm Irish and I grew up in Boston, so it is what it is. Hey, over here. Shout out to the 834 people on the live, 400 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. So the dollar index headed to the downside, and look, it's continuing to dump here. Not too far away from the target. Not too far away from the target. Also, what I don't like is it fell back inside the bigger pattern. So we were showing you this nice falling wedge. We had broken out. We were retesting. Wow, we're dumping hard now. Down 446. Now about to dump 500 points on a Friday. It's going to be a known bloody Friday. Hey, we have divergence here on the dollar index, though, on the 4-hour time frame, suggesting we could get a bit of a bounce here. And this is a falling wedge. And honestly, this is a bit of a cup and handle. I may be blowing your mind right now. Can we get a bit of a move? Can we double bottom here? 4 hours saying, hey, we got to stop the blood. You know, that's your double bottom there. That would be where we would stop the bleeding. Go to a smaller time frame, and you want to look for flags, divergences, anything you can see that would change this trajectory of the Dow Jones. Wow, the Dow. Who here owns stocks? I do not own I think I own maybe one or two. I don't really own any stocks, though. I mean, that's a bullish divergence there on the 5. But right now, you're getting extended, and you're still in a flag. So you go to the smaller time frames. You're in a flag, and you're getting extended. That could continuously dump you down here. Yikes. Dollar index continues to pump. Even though the 1 hour says it has to come on down. So we called the 1 hour, remember, the stochastics got high. We had that bearish divergence there slightly. We are starting to come down. But we did a number on that 5 minute. Went from 112 all the way back up to 112.84. Insanity for the dollar index. And it just keeps getting better for the dollar. Doesn't stop. Falling wedge to the upside negated the bearish divergence there. Smaller divergence now. We are overbought on the 1 hour time frame. If you look here. And that's telling me that we have to come on down. All right, we're in this rising wedge. Let's get rid of this. See how this flag broke to the upside? That was a flag that broke out. So we're in a rising wedge here now. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. I'd like to see a breakdown at least to the beginning of the flag. That's what we're looking for. But we broke this bigger flag. Let me show you here. There's a lot to show you. It's more than just one little thing. So look, if we go to the 22-hour, you can see this is a rising wedge too that we just broke out of. And if a rising wedges break out, it goes parallel. And look, I got the parabola still here. This continues up. I mean, we go to 120, which is our next big resistance, is 120. We go to the 4-day to show you that right there. See it? Wow. We couldn't get above this, the 2-week. And we talked about how spent the 2-week is. The monthly. The monthly is saying that this is time to buy Bitcoin, though. So every time we were this high on the dollar index on the monthly, it was a steal for BTC. You know, whether you were at 6K or 3K, right? Very overbought. And this is insane. But look at this. Swing up to swing up. I've never seen bearish divergence like this on the monthly chart. Last time we saw bearish divergence, it was here on the monthly. And that was Bitcoin's bottom. And we would take a massive pummel to the upside. So for Bitcoin, and the dollar would dump. So this is some faith that, like, we can go, but how much longer? Fine, up here. And then you're going to have the most massive bearish divergence I've ever seen in my life. Like, just very strange. Overbought on the monthly chart. I don't see how this can continue into 2023. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense. It's to me, it's unsustainable price action. All right? It's completely unsustainable. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. All right? On the monthly too, double bottoming and saying enough is enough. Time to bounce. Interesting, right? Looking at the bigger time frames, we also have swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down on the monthly chart. I can't guarantee anything, but, you know, it's like, or if you take that notch there, I mean, that's hidden bullish divergence on the monthly for the S&P futures. Now, I usually don't go to the monthly, and that takes weeks and weeks and weeks to play out. Right now, we did a bearish engulfing candle on the 2-week chart, and the 2-week chart is just getting started for a dump. That's not a good sign. Not at all. Bit of a double bottom there. Could we hold it? Wow. 3-day chart suggesting a bounce. Last time the 3-day got low, we did get a bounce. And the daily, with this bit of a cup and handle, almost a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, a messy one. The daily suggests that we will get a move to the upside. So, yes, we got slaughtered down to 3,700. The daily suggesting a bounce. The 1 hour suggesting a bounce. The 4 hour suggesting a bounce. Bullish divergence here on the S&P. So fine, they wrecked us today, but maybe we come back with a vengeance on Monday. Even if we do come back with a vengeance, remember, we could just end up making an M pattern here and not getting above the resistance. However, we'll take it one step at a time. Let's see if the S&P can get back above 3,900, and then we'll go from there. I am calling out bearish, bullish divergence. We are oversold on every single time frame. They slaughtered us to the downside. 3,700 is attempting to hold here. All right, and we have bullish divergence established. So that's the S&P telling us that Bitcoin may pause at this 18,500, 18,600 zone. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. People are talking about a possible alt season. And look at this. Bitcoin dominance was in this nice flag. It broke to the downside, double bottomed here. Let's look at the daily chart. Daily is still headed down. And that's good for altcoins, at least. I mean, Bitcoin dumps for two reasons, though. The whole market dumps. And that could be Bitcoin dominance dumping. And so you could get the altcoins dumping, Bitcoin dumping, and dominance, just everything kind of making a move. That is a double top, though. Right? And that's a breakdown. And the daily's pushing to the downside. It's a good sign that Bitcoin dominance is beginning to fall. Right? Looks like it may break back inside this pattern and then dump to the bottom of the channel. Your 4 hours spent, and we could actually reposition this flag for a second. So your 4 hour just looks a little bullish, like you're going to get a little bit of a bounce. So possible relief rally here for Bitcoin. Back to the top of here for Bitcoin dominance. 1 hour in indecision, though. 15-minute. So we're at the bottom of the channel. It's a really pretty pattern. It's a bit of an ascending triangle. Bull pennant, really, right? So Bitcoin dominant showing some signs of life, but the bigger time frame, the daily, shows it can continue to dump too as well. How's this short? See, the short is stalling out as I suggested it would on the 1 hour time frame because we were overbought on the stochastics. That's where I would like to take, get out. But if this flag continues, I'm telling you right now, because you look at the 4 hour, 4 hours ready to rock. So if this flag continues, and we might even just make a slight dip, come down here like so. Let me use a better, we make a slight dip, come down here. 15-minute gets oversold. And then if the 15-minute gets oversold, flips the 1 hour, that 4 hour, and then this is still a flag. That's how I project. I try to see the trade before the trade occurs. I try to project the trade into my projection. If it fills my projection, there's a high probability it's going to go the way I've already projected it to go. If it doesn't fill my projection, I leave it alone. And it's a pretty cool style, and you could learn it if you want. It's up to you. 18,670 holding. Bookmap really just tried to keep us away from 18,005. Way low more liquidity here, though, at 18.5, and now they're kind of stretching it further down to 18.2. Looks like they're trying to bring us down, if I had to be, righteous. The short looks the most probable on the 4 hour time frame for possibly more gains out of this flag. So if I had to call anything, I'd call a short. And the market's looking pretty bearish. But we did go over Bitcoin thoroughly, and we know exactly how to watch it, right? There's really no question right now. Exactly what we're doing with Bitcoin. Who knows? Can anyone repeat what I said about Bitcoin in the chat? I'd like to see how many people were paying attention. Only got here. And shout out to the $141 in chat revenue, 846 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I haven't asked today much. 400 people being bearish with the like button, dude. 400 of y'all? We get 1,000 likes all the time. Come on now. I don't know if you guys are crypto banner people. I don't know if you're the average people that came from another channel. But you're lifers now. You're not going to watch a channel that's lied to you. And you're not going to watch a channel that's played games, told you about Luna, got you into Celsius, got you rocked and wrecked. We didn't do that. I didn't do Luna. I didn't do Celsius. You can ask anyone around. I didn't push any of that nonsense. I talked about it. I was almost about to do Anchor Protocol, but I never did it. All right? I did do DeFi. I did Cake. And Cake's actually been holding its own recently. I want to talk about Cake. Cake's staying, last time I looked, it was above $4, right? So there we go. 500 likes. Look at that. The likes came in strong. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you hit the like button, you're getting me to 1,000 people today. It's you people that get me to these levels. It's not me. I show up every day, but it's you amazing people. It's the love that brings us to these highly evolved levels. You guys send the love and the frequency gets elevated. When the frequency gets elevated, more people come into the stream. We begin to dominate the airwaves and the internet. So help me dominate. Spread the love, baby. All I'm doing is spreading love. I'm trying to spread as much love as I can throughout all this hate and pain that we see every single day. People say we're a breath of fresh air, the lifers, every single time they show up. They let their kids watch the live stream. Fathers ask their sons to join the trading group. Mothers jump into the trading group with their sons. Parents and children jump into my trading group together. 9-year-old son with his father. I've seen it. I've tutored a father and son together. So many people have jumped into this group and made it amazing. You can continue to make it amazing if you continue to hit that like button. Please, I can't do it without each and every one of you. As powerful as I want to be, as much as I want to do, I can't reach into your house. I can't touch your hand as much as I want to, I want to do the whole hand on the mouse thing, Let me help you hit the like button. Tap, tap, tappy, you know what I mean? As much as I would love to do that. Creepers. Creepy, man. Hit the like button, please. Do the right thing. I'd love to see you guys. Yeah. 9 cross the 13 on the 1 minute. Ooh, you trade like that? Be careful. I used to do that. That's nuts. I can't believe you're doing that. High time frames are bullish, but if we can't break above 18,500, we going down at strong resistance. Exactly. Crypto billionaires, you're the man, dude. You're right about banter, but I have to say, I like Sheldon. Sheldon's a nice guy, right? I'm not saying Sheldon's a beautiful person. I think he's a nice guy. That's all. Hey, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I think Sheldon's a beautiful person. Look at the short liquidations, too, that still came in. And they brought us back above. So they're trying to pull us down. It's funny. They're still liquidating shorts. This is weird. Some market makers trying to pull us down. And someone's like, no, I don't want to go down. I like everyone in crypto. I just like some more than others. I love that. I love everyone in crypto. I just like a few people more than others. That's the best way to say it. Jamie, you're my PR man. Let's look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency and break it down. So total market cap. It's in this big channel. We talked about the 200 SMA, the simple moving average, right? On total, on the weekly. And remember when we got back above it and I was like, wow, we got back above it last night. And it was a rejoiceful. And now we're back below it again. And I'm telling you, it's like possibility of a bull run that could, like just the very first steps of walking out of the room. You know what I mean? And then now we're below the SMA again. The simple, 200 simple on the weekly. 200 simple must hold on total, and it's not. So bearish times. If this falls down, this is a bear flag. The weekly is very high. We will drop all the way to 318 billion. We're going to lose $500 million out of the market. It's going to be scary. It could happen. We're going to have to get our shorts on and get ready. Who's ready for war, baby? I can handle it. I can handle the drop. I'm going to buy so much Bitcoin at 10K. I'm going to end up being a Bitcoin maximal, just having so much. It'll be amazing. Guys, you got to ladies and gentlemen, LGBT, I don't care what you are. I don't care who you love. I don't care what you do with your life. As long as you love other people and you're a good person. You don't mutilate anyone. You don't do the wrong thing. As long as you're a good, beautiful person, hit that like button. Represent the lifers. You guys are like pulling teeth over here. We got 300 some odd people that think it's funny to not spread that love, baby. Spread the love. I'm telling you right now, it'll feel really good once you hit that like button. It will. It will. So look, we're double bottoming here. Can we hold? Weekly says no way. 3-day says we're getting a bounce, a relief rally at some type back to the upside here. Even if we get a relief rally, this could just suck in people just for the bigger dump. But the 3-day says, hey, I'm going to bounce off the bottom of this channel and you're not going to stop me, right? So this is total in a bear flag. In my humble opinion, that's a bear flag, right? Breaks down 68% of the time, round up 70% of the time we're breaking down. 3-day chart wants to bounce, though. Daily chart wants to bounce in a falling wedge. You got to play traditional TA the way you see it, right? 1 hour wants to bounce. So total market cap is holding the zone here at 884. I want to see if we can get back above this POC here at $954 billion. Studio 54, baby. If I click the like button again, it'll be an unlike. Don't do it. Don't do it. YDXY keeps bulling, but the S&P is bearish. Oh, wow. You don't understand that you need to come to the channel every day. And look at this. They just liquidated a massive amount of shorts. $139,000 in shorts got liquidated. I was bullish. Remember, I said Bitcoin is bullish because it's in a falling vol. You know, if you just trade Bitcoin the way it's supposed to be traded. And so we just got a bounce for BTC on the KuCoin chart here. So far, can we continue to get the bounce? The 1 hour is so spent and just getting started. We got to get out of this flag, though. Look at that beautiful bounce. Off the divergence. There was beautiful divergence there on the 15. We can't make an M pattern inside of this channel. See? I'll move that. We're watching this flag here. Project this flag on the 15. Right below 18,800. This could still make a bear flag and dump us to 18,400. All right. Scalp long from 1811. Thanks, Market Cipher B, my man. Hit that like button an odd number of times, please. Market Cipher B just showed you bullish divergence on the 15. That's all it did. The green dot. That's all it was. You know what I mean? Anyway. I have Market Cipher, but I changed my profile name, so now I don't have it anymore. So weird. You know what I mean? Drankin and Lifer's new website is .com versus .io. All as well. Yeah. No lie, I had 4 people stiff me on tips last night delivering pizza. So crazy. Make sure you always tip your pizza guy or girl. And hit the like button for this guy. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Roddy, man, you know what? If you can, send me your Venmo. I'll send you the 20, man. That's wrong. $5 for each of those people, bro. How dare they? That's not right. Send in the super chats for TA or deep dives on your coin of choice. Shout out to David Kendall. Thank you for holding us down. Shout out to everyone in the blue crew that holds me down. My moderators, Robert Cox, Gregory the Sniper, Love Learning, CNC Ireland, Laura Marshall, Gregory the Sniper. I love you. Jamie, my man. Shout out to everybody here. Appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and being a part of the live stream. Shout out to Sean. Sean showing up. Sean, I love you, man. Sean is my personal assistant. A lot of people want to be Sean. I'm telling you right now. Me and Sean work very closely together. Sean, you're amazing. Sean, how do you feel being my assistant? Do you love it? Let us know. I want to know how Sean feels being my assistant. Sean is my personal assistant. I can reach out to him for anything at any personal moment in time, and he is there for me, like almost 24/7. Sean, I love you, man. How you doing, bro? Tell everyone Tell everyone what it's like to work with the lifer if you're out there, man. They want to know. They want to know what it's like to work with the lifer, bro. Sean may have the best hair in crypto. Sean's hair is unbelievable. He's got Elvis hair. Elvis is... I love my life since I've been your assistant. Yo, Sean, I love you, man. Sean, you're the best, man. You have no idea how much I appreciate you, Sean. You make me smile every time we talk, every time I see you, man. You're the best, bro. Will Smith, those like buttons, Pete, man. That's crazy. Moogie, that's whack energy, man. Karma is real, and we'll catch up to you. Not cool, man. You're funny. Don't worry, man. We don't have to see it. I do not tip delivery people for what kind of service? Yo. Wow. Yo, don't let Rodney catch you in St. Pete, man. Yo. Oh, my goodness. You don't want to see Rodney's hands, man. The dude's got gorilla fingers. He's got vanilla wafers as fingers, man. Straight up. I love you, Rodney. You're the man, dude. Sean, I love you, man. Sean, what do you think of the bow tie? I wore it for you, man. I was thinking of you when I put the bow tie on. Honestly, you guys asked for the bow tie. My wife watched the live stream, and she ordered it. So next day, like, a package came in the mail, and it was a bow tie. And I was like, and my wife's like, yeah, they everyone wanted you to be in the bow tie. She laughed so hard when I put this on this morning. She went upstairs and laughed at me for like 10 minutes. How dare you laugh at me? How dare you laugh at my suspenders? My bow tie on a Friday. Dude, they continue to liquidate the shorts. Now, this is weird because usually we go to the heat map. This is interesting. Now, this is usually we head towards the bigger heat. Where they made more heat and just decided to switch directions. This is interesting. Man, they're pulling out all the stops on Bookmap now. They're like, all right, Lifer knows how to trade Bookmap. Let's flip the switch again and just drag us to new liquidity zones that we can't see. Wow. Huge sell wall at 18,800, though. Likely not to get above it. This is a big deal here. So we're getting the pump. Can we get the move out to the upside here? This is the head of the head and shoulder, remember? Bear with me. You may have forgotten this. We went over a lot. This is the head of the head and shoulder. Is it not? Right? Remember. Possible. Possible. If we blast through 18,800, oh, that would be, at least right now, it doesn't mean sustainable, but for now in this small time frame, it would be good. It would be nice. This makes my chest feel so big. Look at my big chest, man. I'm sitting here like, yo. You guys, I'm going to get the wide angle lens out soon so you guys can see all of me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, over here. I got to bring the mic over. Hey, microphone over here. Can I bring up the gain? It's Friday, man. I feel good every Friday. It's like a kid that gets out of school for the week. It's time for the weekend, baby. I need a relief rally for Gala, and I'll be doing yeah. Gala's been getting banged. Can I get your opinion on Celsius Network? I mean, they're going through a lot, man. They're up and down. I would stay away. You know, pump and dump groups are going to take advantage. There's going to be scalps. There's a lot of ups and downs. You know, the lifer of Wall Street, man. That bow tie is clutch, though. Shout out to Diamond Sauce, man. You're Diamond Saucy clutch, man. I love that. Lifer should take 50% and stop loss to entry now on that scalp long. Lifer, should I take 50%? Never ask me what you should be doing. Never. For the rest of your life. That's a bait. You're trying to get me in trouble. And I don't like that. So I find it disrespectful. Never ask me what you should be doing. I don't know what you should be doing. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know anything. You were deleted by a mod for that. See that? Thank you, Rodney, protecting me at all times. I know you were asking a nice question, and we don't want to send you from the stream. We love you. But I just want to make it clear, you do not ask a YouTuber when you should buy or sell, when you should put a stop loss, and stuff like that. Your percentages and what, how much you should go in for, stuff like that. What I will show you is support or resistance. I will show you a risk-reward ratio that I use, and I'll teach you the long tool, and then you can use the long tool with your support and resistance. Shout out to East Jordan in the house, my man. Love you, East Jordan. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to Dave Kendall. Shout out to everybody. You're all beautiful people. When I see your beautiful blue faces in the stream, I get super happy. I want to make that really clear. I get super, super happy. And there's the best adult dating site that hits us up every time where we got more than 500 viewers on the live. So sad. All right, Vassal Hard Fork is trending along with Cardano and ADA hashtags. The passionate Cardano community, previously known as the ADA Gang, have taken to Twitter celebration. Shout out to the Cardano community. Are you in the Cardano community? What? What did I just do? How do you press buttons that just disappear everything like that? So are in the Cardano community? What what price? And when are you going to sell? If ever. Right? When are you going to sell, if ever? I want to know because I haven't really thought about when I'm going to sell Cardano. So hearing what you guys tell me might kind of help me make a decision. When are you going to sell, if ever? I think at $10, I got to take a little nibble at one point. You know what I mean? But let me know. Are you part of the Cardano community? What is your price? When are you going to sell, if ever? I really need to know. You would help me out a lot if you'd answer this question. I really need to know. If you can use 5 indicators, what are they? Let's take a look at what people said here in the Twitter zone. We're going to send that on in. If you could use 5 indicators, what are they? I'm good in psychology. I'm looking over Twitter, what people say, and look at economics. DXY and Bitcoin. My guts never let me down. Wow, so he just trades completely on the gut. That's pretty interesting. VRVP, stochastics, pivots, H, high-low, MACD, up and down, volume. SR, VRVP, SMAs, and MACD. Exactly what I use, baby. Let's like that. Let's like that. I'll like your tweet. Get your tweet liked. And on the screen here, Siga Millennial says RSI, Stokes, BBW, MACD, and MA Ribbon. Volume, Stokes, RSI, MA, VVVR. Yep. You, a few others, and my available funds, my man. I like that. He uses me as an indicator. Macroeconomics, my Twitter timeline, 9 EMAs, 200 SMA, stochastics, RSI. This is the only right answer, John Melio. I like that. It's funny. VRVP, MCDX, stochastics, 4 EMA, right? Dylan. I spit hot fire. Remember that? Dylan. RSI, man, that was funny, man. RSI. So a lot of the same stuff. The does fly flicky and the doe fly flicky indicator. I've never heard of that. Is that real? Richard Hart win. How much did he pay Twitter to pump him every single day? And Shiba Inu is also pumping here. We also threw out another tweet, interactive tweet here on the live. What was that here? All eyes on XRP Ripple court case right now, but the development and building never stopped. So excited about the adoption of ISO 222 will bring. I'm excited. I'm also nervous. Amen. Nobody is in the same place exactly. I like what Jacob was saying, never tell anyone when to buy or sell. Never tell someone when to take profit. It should be unique to you and your circumstances. If you buy too early, then you may not have the capital or the mentality to hold. If they sell too early before a massive run, that may haunt them. And I agree. I never tell anyone what to buy or sell. That's why we deleted that comment that just came in. Do you use 3 commas? If not, why or why not? Not yet. Why I'm stubborn and haven't listened to the best teacher ever. Yes, sir. No, I don't. I can't afford monthly payments. They're $14 a month. And you can actually open it up for free. You can do one smart trade completely for free. So I don't think people know that. So jump on in. Thank you so much for following me at Twitter. And let's jump back into the chat here. So Bitcoin getting above 18,788, attempting to boost. It has legs on that 15 and the 1 hour. I don't see why it can't get a move to the upside here. Measured move would take you at least to the next 2 resistance areas here for Bitcoin. There we go, 18,008. We got above it. Now we need to close candles back above this resistance. This is key. We did call this bounce off the divergence. Shout out to anyone that took... Ooh, wrong button. You don't want to hit that button. That's the wrong button. You know what I mean? Okay. So we've got through the day. We've looked at a lot of stuff. I think we've kind of been thorough about the charts. Let's have some fun with the altcoins now. This is when I kind of let my hair down, so to speak, and breathe easier. All right. Shout out to the biggest gainer of the day, which is Comb. Shout out to my team who put Comb out. Now, we put out Comb around here. I will go back right around here. My elite charter put it out. My man, Rainier. Rainier, I love you, man, with all my heart. You beautiful, sexy man of love. Anyway, I emailed you to see how to pay $80 for tomorrow and was emailed back to send $100 through PayPal. Unless you're already in the trading group, it's $60. Join the trading group and get $60. Tomorrow is, I teach class tomorrow. I'm so bad at, this is Tuesday, but I do teach class the last Saturday of every month because a lot of people say they have a hard time getting here on the weekday. So I decided to open up a class on Saturday. So 5 times a month we teach class. If you want class tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m., so I even work on Saturdays, I will be working tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. teaching class. Jump on in. It's $60 if you're already in the trading group, $100 if you want to jump in. So jump on into this class. It'll blow your mind. You'll absolutely love it. It'll educate you. It'll show you all the indicators that I use. I'll give you my special sauce. I'll talk about some of my life ups and downs. You'll get to know me. It's intimate. We do it nice, calm, and collective. All right? You'll have a blast. So I'd love to see you there in class. If you really are serious about your life, I suggest you take this class. I'm serious about teaching it. I can't wait to see you in there. Okay. Take the class if you haven't. Full of great information. I loved it, said Sierra. Wow. Thank you for saying that. Suspenders for the win. Thank you. Sniped him. Shout out to Robert Cox. See you there, brother. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to the $5 super chat coming in. I emailed you to see how to pay $80 for tomorrow. Was emailed to send $10 through PayPal. That's exactly what it is. It is $100. Unless you were trying to... You said $80 for people who aren't in the trading group. No, it's $60 if you're in the trading group. I've never said $80 to anybody, But email my wife. She's pretty soft. If you kind of haggle with her, she'll probably put you in the class. Keep it on the low, though. You just made it kind of public. Super chats, XLM, FIDA, H and S on XRP. All right. So look, real quick, I just want to show that my elite charter was all over this. I think we were a little early on it, but it doesn't matter. We put it on your radar. These are ideas of a trade, but what's your idea of a trade, right? So we kind of want you to feel that same feeling. So you can put it together yourself. So what I want to show you is, look, Comb. I have it right here. So look, we put out Comb here. And I believe it at 0, it was at 0.01540. All right. So it was right around here when we put it out. It did not hit the stop loss, which should have been lower than one of these two lows. It went a little lower. So right around here, it actually did go a little lower. Let's take a look. Let's play the play. So it dipped a little lower to that next region. However, whenever I get in, I always have my stop loss below the two previous support regions. In my mind, like, this thing probably hit. And so you can't give this percentage. So that's not truthful. But from that entry right there, this thing would bang. And it's the biggest gainer of the day. And my man Renier was all over it in the trading group. So he hit it for gains, in my humble opinion. Nailed it for about 59% gains. Now it's obviously doing something interesting. All right, let's take a look at it. It's making a bit of an ascending triangle here. It really is. A bit of an ascending triangle as it's beginning to form. This thing could pump for more. It's been the hottest coin in the game the last couple days. It's hot. Does Comb want more? Let's see. I bet the 1 hour spent. Yeah, 1 hour's a little spent. But possible scalp on the 15-minute. You never know. I'm probably just going to go sideways here. But I would extend this. I would keep the 1 hour on my radar, and I'd be watching this closely for possibly more gains. I'm not going to say exactly when to get in because I want you to figure that out. And I don't tell people what to buy or sell. That's not my thing. But I do go over setups that are highly probable, and I look at things every day. I look at the MACD trying to make a turn here. Comb is on my radar. I'm not, and see, that's the thing. Right now, I'm going to post that to the trading group. I'm not saying buy Comb right now by any means because that's not what we do. What I am saying is I would watch Comb closely. All right? I would watch Comb very closely. And I would begin to project. All right? Another one that's been hot recently is UOS on my radar. Something that I keep thinking about. UOS. All right? So it's been very strange. Like it kind of broke out of this numerous times. It made 16, came down, made 16, came down, made 16, and never actually got stopped out. Like it's still holding the zone. I'm going to go to the daily. I'm going to delete my old work. I just have to delete my old work. It's like part of my like OCD because like I can't see it clear unless I rebuild my brain, you know? So we got something going like this. Pretty much a bear flag in my humble opinion, but the daily is low, you know? And so can you just get at least a push to the upside here? Remember, in a bear run, you're not going for big moves. You're going for tiny scalps on the 1 hour, the 4 hour. You're using the daily to help you out. You know, like for instance, this is something I might just go to the top of the channel here. But like, look at UOS on the daily. You can see it's starting to get ready. It's respecting this upper trend line. You go to your 4 hour time frame, you're actually getting oversold as well. The 1 hour is oversold as well. The 15-minute has momentum. I mean, if anything pops, right? If anything's going to probably do damage in the next few hours, I mean, this thing looks really, really, you know. And again, it could dump to zero. Anything is possible. Always use a stop loss. Keep yourself protected. But this thing looks more likely to hit than anything I've been looking at recently. I'm actually going to go omit that and keep that. But UOS on my radar. And my team's been looking at it. And look, it's above a PLC, which tells you that it got above the bigger resistance and it could make some gains. This is called Ultra. All right. I just want to make, it's called UOS, but it's Ultra. All right. Oversold on all time frames. Pretty crazy. I would definitely keep it on the radar today. All right. Pick them out. Pick them out. HNT, did it recover after that hit? See, I think if you can short this looks like a really nice short to the downside based on that, like the debacle with the Binance and then also moving to Solana. I mean, when you leave your own blockchain, it tells me that you're not pretty, if most coins create their own blockchain and then move towards it, and then you leave to your own blockchain, it kind of makes me wonder, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, why did you leave your blockchain for another blockchain? It makes me not have a lot of faith in your coin. You know what I mean? So it's a little worrisome to me. And I think that is creating negative sentiment for HNT. Also, just look at the chart. Stochastics are oversold. Ethereum back to 1,300. Coming for a beatdown. Let's take a look at what is up. The Sandbox is up 2% today, barely though. Wow, back below $1 again. XDC, the bigger winner, 12% in the last week. Terra Classic, trying to make some gains. Chronos, really nothing really hot right now. Market's not looking too great. You know, not looking too great. So what's my play of the day? What am I looking at? Well, look at this near short hit for gains. That ain't bad. 1 hour. Let's take a look here. And I was thinking of this, right? Everyone in I was putting this out. Nice 23% gains in the near short. Near 3S, baby. Anyone short near? Anyone like near 3S? Anyone looked at it? Alert on the 1 hour. Near 3S today at 9 in the morning. I put this out, right? I posted it last night. It banged even more. I've been looking at near 3S for a few days now. Okay, so we got the rejection by the 5-minute chart. Came back up, but look, it's just attempting to continue to make moves. That's another flag. And just like when you're dumping, you look at the small time frames. When you're pumping, you look at the small time frames. They're manipulating this market. It's so sad. The good shall inherit the earth. You know what I mean? In time, we'll win. We will win. I believe it with all my faith, all my heart and soul. 1 hour's dumping. 5-minute can do whatever it wants. But right now, that's good. The 1 hour's coming down on the U.S. Tether dominance. Give us a little bit of a relief rally here for altcoins and Bitcoin. You get a little bit of a dump here. But wow, look, that 4 hours is just ready to go. That's why I like the short right now on the 4 hour time frame. So we go back to Bitcoin short. And again, you can short anything you want. You can short anything you want. So look, we'll clean this up. Take away the moving averages for a second. It just helps people see what I'm looking at better. I had a few beginners complaining that they wanted my charts neater, and I get it, but I'm like a mad scientist. I'm trying to show you so many things. So that's a symmetrical triangle, breaks up or down, hands down, right? 50-50 shot. Your low stochastics tell you that you're likely to move up, all right? Daily isn't in your favor, though, but we could see. And you have resistance right here, and you have support right there at that POC. So I'm looking for the 1 hour to head down and for this to bang. If the whole market continues to collapse, this is going to make some serious gains. Look at that. Risk 19% to gain 76% and have the stop loss right below that POC. Is really clutch. This is what I'm looking at for a possible move. All right. And this is as simple as I can make it. Like, that's as simple as I can make it. Now you can make way more gains with Matic 3L, with Dot 3S, all the other 3Ss. They'll follow Bitcoin pretty much in tandem, and they will begin to dump. Now I'm looking at this. Look, the 1 hour is not in your favor right now. So you set an alert down here. And if today is the first day you set your alerts and you teach yourself how to use these alerts and you figure it out, and then we put a vertical line here and we put an alert on the vertical line. Bear with me here. This is my special sauce. I'm giving it away. Even if you don't know what I'm doing, just record this and then play it back a bunch of times. Man, I could die tomorrow and people are going to realize, man, this guy gave away everything he had. He was never there for the money. He made it. Yeah, he had a good life, but man, all he did was care about others and get it in. And I'm telling you, I live for God and God only. And God made each and every one of you. So I live for each and every one of you. And that's it. I've committed to God. God's given me a beautiful life. I said to my wife this morning, I said, God has blessed me, obviously. I feel like he has favored me, but I know he favors us all. But I said, I feel like he's favored me. He let me live my dreams. He let me do what I want to do in my life. I said, you know what? I can never complain. I said, I have no right to complain ever again. I said, for the rest of my life, I need to wake up grateful to prove to God that I'm thankful for everything he gave me. And I owe it to each and every one of you to show up now every single day. So like, that's really the pocket that I'm in. And I truly believe that 110%. You can think I'm being a charlatan all you want. I don't really care. I'm just talking about how I feel. And you know what? I use this mic as therapy a lot. And each and every one of you hear me out. And to get the whole world to hear what I have to say and how I feel is a blessing. That's a blessing. So thank you to each and every one of you. I love you all. And it means the most to me that you support me regardless of what I say. As long as I'm being loving, caring, and I'm not being rude. So there you have it. There's what I'm looking at. And again, this could go up or down. It's a symmetrical triangle. You could either get stopped out and it could pump out again. Anything is possible. All right. Always use a stop loss and be careful. All right. But here we're going to put an alert on the 1 hour time frame. When the 1 hour comes on down, that could present the most perfect entry. So I have an alert on the blue line, I have an alert on the white line, and I have an alert down here on the stochastics RSI. 3 alerts that I've put out. All right. I just gave you the special sauce, man. All right. And there's no guarantees. Remember that. When I'm wrong, I'm a fool. And I can't be 100% right because I'd be a computer. So remember that. I'm a YouTuber. When I'm wrong, I'm a fool. But I can't be 100% right because I'm not a computer. So I can only give you my best foot forward every single day. I can show you everything that I've seen throughout these markets. And honestly, I've seen a lot. You can go and just look at all the live streams I've been through and be like, man, that guy's seen a lot of market. Just my live streams alone prove to you I've been here. Super chats, XLM, FIDA, HNX on XRP. Let's take a look at XLM and FIDA. Thank you so much for the super chats. I greatly appreciate that. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. So look, we had Stellar possibly making a move, and it did continue to pump. Let's look at our daily time frame. It must be spent by now. Getting a little high, and it can't get above the resistance. It's in this beautiful falling wedge that wants to break to the upside eventually. Only a matter of time. Eventually, this will break out. Wow. XLM back to 64 cents. I do hold XLM long term. I'll make that clear and disclose that information. Number one, perfect. You're pretty close. You're correct 100% of the time by teaching us the techniques. I love you, man. Sam, as always, man, appreciate what you do. Changing lives one chart at a time. You're doing so much good. Walk to lords and ladies. What? You're going to make me walk to lords and ladies? What? Why? You're going to walk me? Really? That's a good walk. You're better than a computer. Computers are only 1 and zeros. You have divine guidance in the technical analysis. Shout out to Wen Dizzle. I mean, you guys bless me with so much love. I appreciate it. I don't think I deserve any of these. Lords and ladies, is that a ballroom? That's where I get my haircut. So wrong. How dare you put that out there? Maybe everyone's like, that's where he gets his haircut. Ooh, that guy thinks he's something special. Honestly, I tried finding so many different people. What? Yeah, it was so hard to find a good place to cut my hair. At least they did it right. So XLM is actually making a bit of a bear flag. You see that? But it could pump out of this. You're getting overbought on the daily, though. A little worrisome. And you have heavy resistance that you just can't seem to get above at about 12 or 13 cents. Remember that being a hardcore place for it. So it has to break back above that to remain bullish. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. You're overbought and pushing down, too. So it looks like just for now, you're in this rising wedge. 4-hour time frame. And just like I showed you, the 4-hour for Bitcoin, looks like a nice short is in order, right? After this kind of massive bump the last few days to come back down. Hopefully it stays inside the pattern. You don't want to see that lower trend line break for Stellar Lumens. Okay. And remember, we teach class this Saturday. I never teach class on Saturday. Learn the language of the charts this Saturday. All right? I know it says every Tuesday, but I teach it every Tuesday from 3 to 5. And Saturdays, one Saturday a month, the last Saturday of the month, from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. or p.m., whatever the heck it is. Wifer, we appreciate you for grooming and taking care of this young man. He's an amazing content creator. You guys are funny, man. And the best on the web. Thank you for saying that. Super chats, FIDA, 8 head and shoulders on XRP. Let's take a look at FIDA, Bona Fide. Bone FIDA. Okay. So I was looking at it for a bounce. It was in this beautiful flag. It did break out about 7%. Let's break it down. Okay. Let's break it down. I don't want to delete that. I want to delete this. All right. I want to get in here. So what did I do? Well, I saw that we were high on the 1-hour time frame, and I don't chase. So I said, I hope we can possibly break back down to the bottom of the pattern here, and that would be the move when the 1 hour comes on low. So I've been watching that closely. And so far, I mean, the 4 hour. And the 4 hour is doing what I suggested and projected, right? You can see my line there. Now, do we raise this up a little bit and, make us a little sharp? Okay. We could do something. We could attempt to cheat it or just put it in here and get rid of that bigger barrier at top there. That's okay. That's legit. That's a falling wedge that could break to the upside. Interesting. Kind of a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there. You see how it's 3 points tipping down? Tend to look at your 1 hour time frame and you're attempting to bounce. You did hit the bottom of the channel. This technically would be the move. You got the bullish divergence. And again, anything is possible. It's high risk with what Bitcoin's doing, but it's an aggressive entry right now for bona fide. Take a look at your 15, and your 15 minutes actually not too bad in the sweet spot. Lack of liquidity a little bit there, but this is looking good to me. Then you look at your daily. Your daily's ready to go. So, if anything's going to pump, this looks really good to me. This is why I have it out. Again, the one thing I don't like is the stop loss has to be, brutally close to the bottom. And what that does is it adds a high risk to the trade. A very, very high risk. First of all, you have to have your stop loss very close to the entry. You have to be here, and you could easily get sniped out. It's very high risk trade because of, I like getting in when there's chop below me, so there's positional strength, right? Right now, we're really just praying that that's going to be a bottom. It goes against my trading style, but there's a chance it could go up. So, I'll post this, but you have to understand that there's a lot of risk to this trade. Due to the price near the bottom. I normally will not trade a coin that does not have significant support and resistance below my entry. I just don't feel a point in doing that. However, there's not a lot of good coins that look positioned today, and so there's a chance this does move up if Bitcoin gets a move. But it's very high risk. I just want to make that clear as I go through what I see, I guess any of you mods got the PayPal link right when you can't. Why you can't share that to me directly? I guess any of you mods got the PayPal link right. You just email my wife, man. cryptolifers@gmail. We don't let the mods handle money or talk about money, really. They're here for the live stream and they're here for the Discord, If you need any issues on the back end, you email my team at cryptolifers@gmail. All right? Don't get it twisted. Super chats, FIDA, head and shoulders on XRP. What time frame? You didn't tell me what time frame. I'll see it. Yeah, it's possible right there on the 7, right? Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. To me, it's so elongated. Kind of was this here, and it dumped already. You're kind of forming a flag here on the 7. But it does want to come down lower. Let's delete everything and look at it fresh. I see what you're picking up. And look at this. This was a kind of a simple play. Simple as it simple does. Inverted head and shoulder to the upside. Draw your neckline, right? Draw this line. Neckline to the top, bang. That's where you went. You got wicked all the way up to crazy frenzy at 56, and you're back down to 48 now. You're overbought in the daily. You're likely to head back down and bounce. You got, you broke above a POC, and unless you get above this zone and keep heading, you could actually continue up. 1 hour is in a flag, so flag out the 1 hour. There's a chance the 1 hour still does dirty business here. We showed you that Bitcoin's somewhat bullish, for at least for the 1 hour. This may continue up on a scalp. Do you have the guts to scalp this for 39% gains coming? Something brewing for XRP. It does have hidden bullish divergence here, which tells you that you should continue to the upside, even though it's unlikely based on the bigger time frames. But it's high risk, but there's a shot. There's definitely a shot here of some gains. That would put XRP back at 68 cents. That would be a pretty move. I'm watching it on the 1 hour time frame. There's a chance. 1 hour scalp only, though. Be easy. Be easy. All right? Be easy. All right, everybody, I'm out of here for the day, 11:54. Thank you so much for being in here. I appreciate it. We never got the likes up to the 800. It's kind of weird. We got 800 viewers, but we never got the likes up. I think we're getting new people in the trading group, which is good. That tells me new people because the lifers always hit the like button. So when I see that we don't get the likes up to the watchers, I know we got a new crowd. You know, we're dealing with a new crowd. Super chats, thoughts on DMTR, Dematria. It's okay coin, right? Or deep water. No, that's Dematria. Dematria on KuCoin. I think it's a cool project. Look at it bouncing up there on the 1 hour. I liked it for a while. It's at the bottom of its dumps, though. I mean, it's got to get back above 0.26 to take it any really seriously. A lot of these, we're going to wait for some time here. Bottom of its barrel. Daily's overbought, and you couldn't get higher than a higher low. I mean, that looks like it's heading lower. So I'd be careful. When the stochastics come back up, you desperately need to break like resistances. So when you get back up here on the stochastics and you don't get above this line here, you're struggling. Like, you got to get above these zones, okay? Please tell your projection. Crypto is life. Do you go live every day, Lifer? Yeah, man, every day. Have a blessed day, everyone. If you're new to the channel and you're not sure, check it out. Always go to my YouTube channel, the actual YouTube channel. Always check out my YouTube channel and check out the banner at the top of my channel. All right. This is crazy what we're seeing in Texas now. It's nuts. But anyway, 35,400 subs. You people are amazing. Thank you for coming on in. But check it out. My banner right here. Tune into the show. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Monday through Friday. Every day. I don't take a day off. And then Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. So I'm on every single day. You're going to see me again and again and again and again. We're going to will this number to 100K, to 1 million. We're going to keep going. And you can see my team and me. We produce a lot of content on all social medias. Please follow me on Instagram. All right, we're rebuilding. I had 12,000 followers. I was moving forward at the speed of light. I was doing them. But then, whatever happens, happens. Follow me at The Real Cryptolifer on Instagram. I'd greatly appreciate it. I put out content all the time. We're on our way to 1,000 followers. Help me get my first 1,000. Help me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So head on over to Instagram, please. Join me on Instagram. I'll just tweet that, right? Never thought about that. I never thought about that. Use the Twitter to grow the Instagram. Join me on Instagram, right? Hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. So shout out to Frankie Legend. You're the man, dude. I'll follow you back. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let's take a look at Bitcoin before I jump on out of here for our last Bitcoin update from my man, Porter. Porter, I got you, baby. I got you. So look, as I sit here, I am bullish on the daily time frame, but I've been bullish on the daily and the 22-hour now for a while. 22-hour pumped up and did not get a lot of gas. That worries me. The fact that we moved that far on the 22-hour and did not get higher above previous highs, not a good look. I don't like that at all. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame in this falling wedge. Likely to break a move to the upside. All right, but we're watching this flag. I mean, we're kind of right where we stood. I really don't need to do much updating. We were hoping for a move back to the upside on the 15 and the 1 hour. We're not getting above the resistance. We can't break above 18,008. If you can't get a candle close above 18,008, looks like we're going to fill out a bear flag and continue to dump to 18,400. All right. I do have a short with most likelihood of playing out is my short or Bitcoin. So I am short today. If I had to make any calls, I'm short on Bitcoin today, and I'm short on Bitcoin on the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame looks likely to get a move of momentum to the upside. What I'm looking for is the better entry possibly for the short using the 1 hour and the 15 minute in tandem. I want to see the 1 hour come on down and give me a better entry here near the bottom of the channel. This is the possibility. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin for the day. It is Friday, low liquidity. A lot of trades just don't happen because of the low liquidity on a Friday. So everyone, I love you all. Thank you so much for an awesome live stream. We did it. We had a blast. We got through it. I thought it was unbelievably awesome. Thank you for my first day in the suspenders and the bow tie. We did it, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Remember, I do those morning updates, so look out for the morning update on YouTube. I will be live around 9 or 10 in the morning, so stay tuned for that. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you all. Live in love. You can. You are the best. Change your life today. Today is the day to do one thing that you've been waiting on. Do it today. Take charge. At least write it down in your book of things you're going to get done and get it done. Stop playing games with your life. Today's the day. I love you all. Have a great day. Be safe.